Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com, and today I have the May Hedgehog Hollow Kit that I want to share with you. It is full of all things music, and look at this slimline stencil that comes with it. It is really great piano keys that fit together so you can do all kinds of different stencil techniques. I'm going to use that one today on a card, so stay tuned for that. And here is also a guitar slimline stencil, and it's a spotlight stencil, so it has the inside and the outside pieces. There's this stamp set that has a large musical stamp and all kinds of musical notes. This one has some musical instruments, lots of really great sentiments. I love these, and look at all the instruments you get as well. So there's so many things you can use for that. And then you also get these ephemera pieces, and there are so many pieces, lots to choose from. And I do have to apologize because my hair keeps getting into this video. It's one of the reasons I keep my hair pulled back during videos, and this time I had it down. So I apologize. It's going to kind of get in the way a little bit here and there, but I just wanted to show you these ephemera pieces. Lots of them. These can be foiled. These are all printed with toner. I'm setting aside the ones that I might use today on my card, and then I'm just wanting to show you the rest that come with this. So these can be used with foil, and the great thing is there's this second set of ephemera that are all black, because once you foil the first pieces, you find what matches that second piece, and you're able to use the excess foil on that as well. So I'm going to show you in a different video how this actually works, but today I'm just going to use a couple pieces from this and also that stencil that I showed you at the very beginning. So let's go ahead and get started and put a card together. Now this stencil has some very small lines to it, so it is probably pretty essential that you use Pixie spray. So I went out and sprayed the back of this with Pixie spray in my backyard. I always spray that outside. And now I'm going to go ahead, I've placed it on a slimline panel here, and I'm just going to tape off the extra white paper so I don't accidentally get some ink where I don't want it. And now I'm taking some distress ink and I'm going to ink over this with a gray color. I didn't want to go completely black with this because I wanted to actually stamp a sentiment over the top with black, so I didn't want that to cover it up. And so as you can see, I used iced spruce on this, which is one of my favorite distress ink colors. Go figure. And now I'm going to put that second piece right over the top and kind of fit it in the middle of the lines there. I found it was easiest to do it this way, to add that while the other piece was still on, and then just go ahead and remove that first piece that I've already inked over. And that's how I got most of the lines straight on here. I did have to go back through and just make sure. Some of these lines, as I say, are very, very thin. And so some of them didn't want to quite cooperate with me, but we got it done in the end. And I just pressed that down with my bone folder, and it actually ended up working out okay, pretty good. And now I'm going to go ahead and ink this up very quickly. Look how fast. I've sped this up obviously because who wants to sit through an entire inking of a piano? But I thought rainbow would be really fun. Instead of keeping this part white, I wanted to kind of go in a rainbow of colors. So there you go, just going through all the colors here, and I'll remove that stencil and we have a beautiful rainbow piano. Who else has always wanted a rainbow piano? Now I'm just going to go and ink over some of the spots that need a little extra, just a little bit of light there, especially where maybe some of the lines got a little crooked. I just wanted to fix those up a little bit, and there you have it. So now I'm trying to decide which piece of ephemera I want to use, and I ended up going with the piano. I thought that would look really fun, that little piece there, and I cut a strip of Alex Syberia paper. She designed some of the prettiest papers, and I had the slimline paper set that I cut a strip from. And now I'm going to foil that piano. This is some of the new Deco foil in collaboration with maker FORTE, and I ended up using the Sunlit Lake. The silver one is the Moonlit Lake, and I sent that through my Mink, and you can see that it missed some. I had some wrinkles in the paper that I ran it through with, so I just went over that again with the foil and I got a pretty good result the second time. I have learned that if you have wrinkles in your carrier sheet, that you definitely don't want to use that. Use a fresh, clean, solid, flat one, and that really helps you get a really good result from the foiling. So now I'm just stamping on the sentiment that I wanted to use in black ink. It says, "Every memory has its own soundtrack." That's a really cool sentiment. I like that. So there you go. Now I'm going to add that strip of paper to the bottom, and I will be trimming this panel down as well. So just using my trimmer here to trim off those extra pieces on the sides and on the bottom. And that was really easy to do. And then I'll add the piano. I'm going to be adding that golden piano with some 3M foam tape just to pop it up and give some dimension. And so I'll just cut some pieces here, make it fit just perfectly, and attach that to the card panel on the right. Now I thought it needed a little bit of balancing out on the left hand side, and in one of the stamp sets there is a couple of music symbols, so I thought those would be perfect to use on the left hand side to kind of balance this card out. As I attach that to the card panel, just want to make sure that it's completely straight. And there you go. And now I'll go ahead and stamp those little symbols. There's a flat, a sharp, and a rest sign, and those are pretty cute. I stamped it in black, but I did think that it was a little too harsh, so I ended up adding some gold embossing powder, and I embossed it in gold, and it kind of matches that golden piano. So super fun, and it did stick a little bit to the background, so I just took a paintbrush and brushed off that excess. Next time, if I think of it ahead of time, I'll use that powder tool, but I really didn't think I was going to be heat embossing it. I thought I would like the black. But there you go, there's the gold signs matching our golden piano with some rainbow keys. This was a really fun card to make, and I really do love this kit. I think there's so much you can do with it. And if you're interested, I will link all the supplies below so you can go take a look. If you loved this video and this unboxing, give me a thumbs up. It really does help and helps YouTube to know that you want to see more videos like this. And leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of this kit. I'll be back real soon with more inspiration. See you then. Bye-bye.